Hi, how are you, Cancers? How are you doing? If you're new here, my name is Jenny. I go through the astrology transit highlights every single week to help you get in alignment with the cosmos, basically, so you can use the energy to your advantage. This is going to be for Cancers, and we're going to be going through the week of September 15th to the 21st. We are in the midst of eclipse season, Cancers, and there's a lot going on. And we have a new moon eclipse in Virgo at the end of the week. I also use Central Standard Time, so change it to your time zone accordingly. And I end with an energetic card pull to talk about what opportunities are available for you for the week ahead, like what you're going to experience opportunity wise. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bells so you always know when I upload these videos. I do them every single week. And let's just get into it because it's kind of a crazy week. So Cancers, Monday, September 15th, we will wake up with a Cancer moon. This is your moon energy. The emotional focus is you guys. And we also have a Venus sextile Mars, which is happening at 10 p.m. And what I love about this exactly happening at 10 p.m. is it's going to be applying all day. And sextiles are all about taking action in order to reap the benefits. And with Venus making a sextile to Mars here, this is beautiful energy when it comes to your value in your home life. Like, this is a beautiful energy Monday to do self-care, to put yourself first, to fill your cups up. That's how I would recommend using this energy, especially if you feel a little bit drained, Cancers. Don't do extra things for other people. like Monday is a day to take action on yourself. Buy yourself something nice for the home. Those little Venusian qualities. Hang out with people that actually help fill your cups up and that don't drain you. That could be one as well. Tuesday, September 16th, we are going to wake up with a Cancer moon, and the Cancer moon is going to make a conjunction to Jupiter at 7 a.m. This is absolute beautiful energy when it comes to optimism, growth, expansion, beliefs, when it comes to your sense of self. We have the Cancer moon making a square to Mars at 6 p.m. You know, this could be a little bit of tension between yourself and your home life. Like, maybe you have to do something at home and you're not really in the mood to do it. It could be like laundry or dishes, or just like getting a little bit more antsy or irritated having to do home life tasks is how this could play out. Then we have the Cancer moon making a sextile to Mercury at 8 p.m. I absolutely love this when it comes to just your sense of self, communication, your mental space and awareness being really on point. We have the Cancer moon making a trine to Saturn at 10 p.m. And, you know, with this Cancer moon making a trine to Saturn at 10 p.m., you might be asleep already. You might not feel this, but Saturn is going to kind of cool you down. It could be also you deciding to take your beliefs seriously, take your growth seriously when it comes to your sense of self. Like, there's just a serious element to this, and trines are natural flowing energy. You don't need to try for a trine, but at the same time, you might be asleep for this, okay? But it is good energy to go after your long-term goals. If you're awake and you feel the energy, go for it. Wednesday, September 17th, we will wake up with a Leo moon. Your focus now is going to be more second house qualities, your emotional focus, which you might want to buy something new. You might like valuing yourself, resources. This is your work house, by the way, too, as well. But what's interesting is we have the Leo moon trine Neptune at 2 a.m., sextile Uranus at 3 a.m., and opposed Pluto at 3 a.m. These are all nighttime transits, and they involve the outer planets, so they involve collective energy. So if you are somebody that's sensitive to collective energy, collective transits, consider yourself an empath, which I haven't met a water sign that's not, which is a superpower, by the way, to be one. But you might be up, okay? You might get some crazy dreams. You might be have a little insomnia going on. So I do recommend Tuesday night to work out your body and work out your mind in order to get a good night's sleep, especially if you have a big day on Wednesday. Because we also have Wednesday could be a little bit more of a frustrating day because we have Mercury opposed Saturn at 1 p.m. Mercury's moving fast, thank God, with this transit. So it's moving pretty fast. But Mercury opposing Saturn This could be your mental space and where you're looking to grow and expand, just not being on the same page. Like you see the vision, like you're trying to grow and expand, but like in your mental space, you're like saying like, oh, I can't do it. This is hard. Things like that. You could also have some news from other people, kind of people that are authority figures come out of nowhere where you're just like, oh, what is that? Like just like little off kilter, people saying things to you that are weird. Like the energy just could feel a little bit off on Wednesday. Just know it's this opposition, and what's looking to really happen. If you're feeling off kilter and you're feeling, I guess, icky energy is the best way you can put it, Cancer, is what you want to do is you want to find balance. You want to find that balance between your mental space, how you're communicating, how you're talking to yourself, and also your mental space on where you're growing and expanding in your beliefs. So there's a balance looking to happen there. Thursday, September 18th, we will wake up with a Leo moon. And what I do love about this is Mercury is going to enter into Libra at 5 a.m. I am Mercury Libra, so I'm getting my Mercury return. So if you are a Cancer that has Mercury Libra, you'll be experiencing this as well. Mercury in Libra, get ready to be indecisive. Pretty much. If you are not in alignment with who you are or understand yourself on a deep, deep level, you can get a little bit more indecisive in your choices. And it could be something as simple as sometimes I will, if I've had an overwhelming day, to be honest, and I look at a menu and there's 100 choices, I'm like, God damn it, I don't need these many choices. And I'll be really indecisive. But your mental focus is going to be pulling towards your family and your home life, as well as your family ancestry. So your beliefs that you had growing up, traditions you had growing up, if you are a witch and witch lineage, psychic lineage as well, you could have connection to the witchy, culty things, or just honestly connection to the spirit world, Cancer. If you experience those connections, they could be really prominent at this time, as well as your dreams being a little bit more on fire when it comes to relationships in your life. We have Mercury opposed Neptune at 5 p.m. So it's kind of, we're going to be feeling this energy all day because it's applying. And with Neptune, it can feel really dreamy. It can feel really just out of sorts. It could be like your family and your work life not really on the same page this day, feeling a little out of balance when it comes to work and home life. And with oppositions, our opportunity is to create balance in our life because it's showing us where we are out of balance, specifically for you guys in your work and in your family and your home life. So those your self-care and having to work, right? Maybe you're overworking yourself a lot. And you love work, not saying you don't, but you're overworking yourself a lot and you're kind of letting loose on the self-care portion. So it's you gotta go into more of that self-care when it comes to your mental health or whatever it may be. But there is some tension this day, and just know that Neptune likes flow, not force. So if you are trying to force anything on, Thursday, when it comes to trying to get clarity on something, or you just feel really confused, you might feel a little dreamy, a little lofty, go with it. Go with the flow. Neptune is having you discover something about yourself if that is happening. Friday, September 19th, we will wake up with a Leo moon. We also have Mercury trine Uranus at 12 a.m. and Mercury trine Pluto at 1:30 a.m. These are nighttime transits. Yet again, they are outer planets working together with Mercury. This is aha epiphany status when it comes to deep, deep transformation about where you're putting the power outside of yourself. And this can come through more in a dream state, so paying attention to those dreams where your subconscious is coming through. Some of you might get messages from your guides, your galactic energy, spiritual energy. This is, because you have Mercury and Aquarius and Uranus and Pluto all in your mystical houses right now. So the mystical houses could really be working together in your favor to bring information forward through your dreams. We also have the Leo moon make a sextile to Mars at 3:30 a.m. And anytime we have an aspect to Mars, the planet of energy and drive, we get energy, we get drive. Like I said, you might sleep all the way through this. If you want to set yourself up for success on Thursday night, make sure you work out and make sure you work out your mental, okay? So your mental and your body, you're tired, so you get a good night's sleep if you have a big day on Friday, because these transits will keep you up. They really will, especially with that sextile to Mars there. It's giving a little bit of energy, and it's the witching hour, so you might wake up during that time. We also have the Leo moon making a conjunction to Venus at 7:20 a.m. This is beautiful Venusian energy, optimistic energy, just like maybe feeling a little sexy in the morning, okay? Like really, I would recommend in the morning, Friday morning when you wake up, to really say your affirmations in a mirror and just be like, I am amazing. I am sexy as hell. I am whatever those affirmations are that give you that boost of confidence, because we have that Leo moon bringing out that confidence. Venus, Venusian energy, like just that feminine energy, like just really loving on your body, yourself, your confidence, whatever it is that you need to help you give you that confidence boost. Like those affirmations, just a couple in the morning while you're getting ready, brushing your teeth, whatever the hell, like, you know. And then we also have the moon moving into Virgo at 7:23 a.m. and Venus moving into Virgo at 7:39 a.m. So the moon and Venus are really kind of having this tight-knit conjunction for a little bit. It's going to be in Venus, but then it's going to be going into Virgo. And then the Virgo moon is going to be squaring Uranus at 10 a.m. And we have Venus moving into Virgo. Venus moving into Virgo for you guys is really going to bring pleasure to your mental space. It's going to help you out with your mental health, how you're talking to yourself, just waking up and being more optimistic in your mind. Like your ego will be more optimistic, Cancer. And what I also love about this is the Virgo moon squaring Uranus at 10 a.m. You know, this is breakthroughs when it comes to your subconscious. If you do feel tension, there might be tension on your sense of self and how you value yourself when it comes to money. That might come up as well. So just know that there is some beliefs looking to be changed there. If Uranus is showing you where you have money blockages, value blockages, sense of self blockages of being authentic, it might show you something there. But this is aha moments in your subconscious of where you're holding yourself back mentally. Saturday, September 20th, we have the Virgo moon. So basically when the moon moves into Virgo Friday afternoon, we're going to start to feel this eclipse energy. And we are in a balsamic moon now. Balsamic moons are right before the new moon. They're when the moon is at the darkest. Balsamic moons represent purging, going within, transmuting energy, all those things. I was born on a balsamic moon, so I'm very familiar with them. But we have on Saturday, September 20th, Virgo moon, and we have Venus square Uranus at 11 a.m. And what is interesting about this transit is we did have the first new moon in Virgo, because we had two new moons in Virgo. The first new moon in Virgo, we had square Uranus. And now Venus is coming along doing the same patterns, squaring Uranus. And we're about to have the second new moon on Sunday at 2:54 p.m. And that's an eclipse at the 29th degree. So Venus is coming through to kind of clear things up. And I do believe this Venus square Uranus at 11 a.m., this is your mental health, being on the right track, like putting you in alignment with who you truly are, like understanding the badass that you are, Cancer, but really understanding it on a deep, deep level. And it might show you some beliefs that are hidden from childhood or from your 20s, whatever age, that aren't serving you anymore. And you have to rewrite those beliefs. That's what the subconscious is. Our subconscious is just ingrained in us from bullshit stories that we heard when we were younger, and they're so freaking sneaky that it takes us a minute to realize and connect to them. But these transits can help, especially Uranus is retrograde. It's an internal transformation, and Uranus is about breakthroughs. It's about understanding, where you are and what's holding you back subconsciously in that 12th house. But it's making this square to Venus, so relationships in your life that maybe have manipulated your mental health and how you view and think of yourself, and also maybe how you judge others. Virgo is a very judgmental sign at its detriment, in my opinion. I've dated a lot of Virgos. Okay. It can be judgmental, and you guys have this in your third house. So you guys can be really judgmental to yourselves in your mental health. And it can be this background noise, this subconscious noise. And it's just these beliefs that are looking to be changed. So Saturday, really pay attention to what's being shown to you, because it's going to push this new beginning that's going to be happening in Virgo. So Sunday, September 21st, we have the new moon eclipse at 2:54 p.m. And what's interesting about this eclipse is it is going to be making an opposition to Saturn. in Pisces. So there is some sort of blockage. And what this new moon is going to show you is this is going to be a 3 to 6 month project working on your mental health, really, and understanding where you're holding yourself back. And it could be anything, really, the third house, mental health. It doesn't have to involve your job. It can involve love. It can involve your beliefs. It's anything, really, Cancer. Like what it is, you know you best. Every Cancer is different. You know you best, Cancer. So what is it that's holding you back? So this Virgo, this opposition to Saturn, it's like there's like these fake restrictions restricting you from growing and expanding in your beliefs or growing and expanding in your life. So know that this new moon is not immediate gratification. Know that this new moon is just the beginning. It's just a breadcrumb, and it's going to build over the next 3 to 6 months. Don't get hung up on Saturn's frustrating blockages, because Saturn just really wants you to take a step back and realize, is this truly what you want? Pretty much. But what I do love is the moon is going to move into Libra at 4:41 p.m. on Sunday. And the Libra moon will be making a trine to Uranus at 7:20 p.m. and a trine to Pluto at 7:34 p.m. So we are really going from this really busy mental energy. Virgo moons are more mental. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And we're moving into more of the Venusian energy. Libra moons, I just call them cute. They're always just cute. They're cuter collectively. And we have trines. So beautiful flowing energy to these outer planets, and this involves your mystical houses. So this is like your subconscious, your mental health, your dreams, the occult, the spirituality, your ancestry, your family ancestry. Like beliefs are just written all over this when it comes to relationships. I'm doing this because this is a trine. It's a triangle. I gotta put my hands away. I really love being connected into your energy, Cancer. But we have this beautiful energy. So it's kind of, this weekend in this eclipse, it can feel up and down. You really don't know what's going to happen with eclipse energy. So let's really dive into opportunity right away. Okay. That just fell. I don't know if you saw that right away. We're going to do that number ones. But really what this energy is, it's really pulling you to create this deep transformation mentally, honestly. Like that's like the biggest thing that it is for you, Cancers. Like where mentally you have these crazy hidden beliefs that are these vibrations that are holding you back. What do you believe? Another one came out. What do you believe about love? Okay. What do you believe about money? What do you believe about working? What's your definition of intimacy? Like there's so many ways this can go, and only you know where you're holding yourself back. All right, so we're going to do an energetic card pull. Oh my gosh, and this one just flew out. Your energy is on fire right now. I never have these fly out like that. We're going to do an energetic card pull, so 1 or 2. You might be both. You might be 1, 2, and take what resonates, leave the rest. But let's see what opportunity you have next week. All right. Number 1's Cancer. This is the one that flew out like crazy. This is talking about like that feminine creator type of energy. I'm hearing patience as well. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of patience. So next week, you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity to leave something behind when it comes to whatever it is that you are working on. And I feel like number 1's, you guys are super patient. You guys have been patient. You've been telling yourself you've been patient. And next week, there is this opportunity to switch something up in your mental space, like a word that's not serving you when it comes to working, when it comes to working on something specific, whether that be a creative project, whether that be maybe you're trying to find the love of your life, I don't know, right? But there's an opportunity for new, fresh passions to come in once you dig into those beliefs that no longer serve you. And I'm also hearing, in order to combat this energy, if you're feeling heavy next week, Cancer, dive into that creator energy, which is really loving yourself. It's self-care. Like really mentally loving yourself, like lotioning your body, loving up on your body. But it's really about, it's taking care of yourself next week is going to be so important for you to really be in your own energy and understand what word is looking to be switched, what's looking to be changed and let go, so new passion and creative ideas can come forward for you. Number 2s. Huh. Interesting. Ooh. Next week, number 2s, you have an opportunity to balance your giving and your receiving. Your giving and your receiving is out of balance right now. You're either giving too much, not giving enough, receiving. Like, it's like a healthy balance that you want to do in relationships and friendships, whatever it may be. But that is looking to be balanced next week. Once that is balanced, your intuition is going to grow like freaking crazy. And I love how I got the moon card and we have that new moon here. But how I see this is you're going to understand yourself on a deeper depth, and it's going to just spark and it's just going to grow like crazy. Like, it could be intuition if you're trying to connect into galactic beings. It could be intuition if you're trying to figure out, what you want out of love. Like, what is it that you're working on? But I'm just hearing the balance next week. The opportunity you have is to balance your giving and receiving. Some of you might not be receiving enough. Like, what is your definition of receiving? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it needs to be tit for tat? Like, I don't know. Like, what is your definition of receiving? But as soon as you set this balance, I hear towards the end of the week, what's going to happen. I'm actually kind of specifically hearing on Monday, the 22nd, right after that. I know that's the following week, but the opportunity still is to balance, Cancer. But I'm just hearing that your intuition and your psychic gifts, specifically for some of you, are about to be set on fucking fire that Monday. Fire. That balance is looking to happen, the giving and receiving. And I'm hearing mostly you guys aren't really good at receiving. Giving too much. It's not even like you can give a lot. It doesn't matter. But are you receiving? Are you open to receiving? Are you open to, do you feel like you need to do something before you receive? Because you don't have to do anything because you're enough just as you are. Anyways, Cancers, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.